coming out when I was in high school. I'm like, oh great, I thought it was a good thing to get my hair trimmed, but I guess it's good to get some trim too. I also work at a factory of cheesecake. I don't know if you've heard of it, it's a restaurant, but I don't want to name it, I'm in trouble. So we also dress in all white. I don't know if you've been there, it's kind of weird. We actually look like a 90s boy band poster. So it's pretty ridiculous. If you've ever worked in a restaurant before, you realize that there's lots of like restaurant gossip. There's like 100 servers on staff there at all times. So there's this woman who comes to me. She's a little bit older. She's married, and she's like, Sarah, I want to live vicariously through you. And I'm like, okay, I'm 25. I'm having fun. All right, let's do this. So, ladies, you don't have to raise your hand because I can't see you anyways, and you probably wouldn't do it. So, have any of you ever been like late? Like, not, oh crap, I should have been there 15 minutes ago late. You got your gift. So this woman comes to me, she goes, Sarah, I'm going to bring you a test tonight to work. And I'm like, I'm not finding out if I'm pregnant at the staff bathroom of the factory of cheesecake. And she's like, well, it's a lot better than getting pregnant in the staff bathroom. And I'm like, oh, I have the name of Dolce de Leche, which is obviously the name of the cheesecake if you're not laughing. So, ridiculous. So, I don't know if you know, but it's also Canada Day today. No one in Buffalo should know this because we don't really care. Sorry. So last night I'm serving and I have a woman come up to me at the bakery and she goes, I just ordered this cheesecake from my server and I literally just got it a minute ago and it's already melted. Do you know how warm it was yesterday? I would hope it's melting because I melted yesterday. So then this man, he orders a burger and I go, how would you like your burger cooked? And he goes, 170 degrees. I should know the degrees, but I go, is that medium well or well? He goes, the right way, with no E. coli. I literally cannot make this up. Like, this is my life every day. And so I'm like, okay, I wish that these stories could actually be funny to me, but they're not, because this is what happens every day of my life. So I'm like, okay, I was just hoping that they'd be funny, but they're not, because I heard this joke one time that the only difference between a Canadian and a canoe is that canoes tip. I think it's funny because I deal with it every day. So basically every night at the end of your night you do, based on sales, how you tip people out. And so every night I'm like, what am I, 10% trim? Because that's all I make is 10%. Awesome. So last night I'm walking through the restaurant and like after 10 p.m. it's like club cheesecake in there. Like it's like 9.5, like crazy not music that should be in a restaurant. And I'm like, this girl is on fire! And these two black girls are sitting there, they're like, sing it, girl! And I'm like, if you only knew, I literally am on fire because I burned my boob on a hot tea today. Like, and I wish I was joking because I literally did. And I'm like, nope, definitely a little warmer than I wish I was today. So this is my first time doing stand-up, so I appreciate you guys for all being my guinea pigs today. Yeah. So I read from my cousins. Who's one of them's in the room? She's like, oh God, what are you gonna say? And so my other cousins were telling me like, oh my gosh, like the things we have dealt with when new tenants move in, like this stuff we have to clean up, dildos in drawers, like they were telling me all this stuff, and I'm like, I am so glad I'm not a landlord. And they're like, there was two black girls that lived there before me, and they had a clog in the drain. And so he goes over there to clean it out, and he just starts pulling, and just more and more stuff keeps coming out, keeps coming out. And they're like, what the heck is this? He's like, you girls are getting your weaves caught in the drain. Like, and I'm like laughing because when I went to college, I'm from like old Angola, not Africa, New York, New York. And I'm like, I had no idea that a weave was fake hair. Like, I know that probably sounds like super naive, but I had no idea. And so I'm like, okay, you know, I'll just, that's cool, but whatever. So I showed my mom an image of a new tattoo that I wanted, okay? And she's like, why can't you get it on your butt cheek? I'm like, because I don't want it on my butt cheek. And she's like, well, why don't you get it around your nipples so that they always look like they're dressed up?